Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Scorpio. So if your sun, moon, or rising is Scorpio, these are for you. I've already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, I thank you for your wishes for my safe travels, but unfortunately, I did not make it to Chicago, me and my daughter. Things just did not turn out right. I'm sorry if you're having to hear me repeat this throughout the videos, but I just wanted to tell everybody who cared. But yeah, so we'll try for next time. I do believe that maybe the timing is just off. We'll be trying again though. All right, so the central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Five of Swords, Ten of Swords, the World. We have the Star, the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, the Page of Wands, the King of Wands, the Wheel, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so central issue here, I feel that some of you are undergoing some sort of metamorphosis, some sort of change here that was painful. It wasn't easy. Maybe you've decided to move on from a person or a situation, and you know, maybe things felt like they went as far as they can. If you are still in a relationship, it just still looks like there has been some sort of transformation in a relationship. You guys had to undergo some sort of painful changes that were not easy, but you had to do this so that you could grow and evolve as a couple. But it does look like there's something that happened where maybe there's no communication. I see energy of people who are, you know, kind of distant or being cold or hostile towards one another. Some of you also may have, you know, deleted people, or maybe you are trying to get back at someone by deleting them or deactivating your account or blocking them, or maybe this is what they're doing to you. But I do get poor communication, or there has been poor communication in your current situation. Something, a relationship has just forever been changed. Maybe you don't even look at that person the same anymore, or you don't look at the relationship the same anymore. I feel too like there's just been this constant silent battle where no one's a winner. Nobody's winning, you know, because both parties may be sad or grieving. If you are a single person, you have been undergoing a lot of transformations. You know, you've been going through a lot of clearing. And, you know, you had to let go of old belief systems, old habits, old friends. Like, you've had to disconnect. You've had to learn how to detach. And this is basically looking at yourself and looking how far you've come, and feeling that you have conquered or defeated your enemies, your past enemies here. I feel that whatever losses that you've undergone will be replaced here. You will receive a blessing from the universe. I feel that maybe you thought something was the best thing for you, and maybe it wasn't, you know, so something is being replaced. I feel like your faith will be restored. You know, I love seeing the Star. You might be unaware of the fact that someone is watching you, who cares about you, who you have this spiritual connection with. Someone may be observing everything you say and do, and they may be falling in love with you and your vulnerability. Someone may be falling in love with you for sharing some sort of information. like the information you share. And that's another thing, like if you're disconnected and you guys aren't on speaking terms, you guys might be sending indirect messages to one another. I'm getting this for quite a few people this week. You guys sending indirect messages with each other. And, you know, indirectly saying I love you, or indirectly saying that I care about you. I feel though whatever energy you are putting out to the universe is inspiring or motivating other people. Like you aren't being unnoticed. Don't think that you're being unnoticed, because you might feel that no one is paying attention to you. Or if you are single and you're praying for a companion, you might feel like Spirit isn't hearing you. You've been praying and praying. You're like, Spirit doesn't hear me. They do. You know, in fact, your prayers are getting ready to be answered. Your prayers will manifest here. But I feel like what I was saying is that you are inspiring someone, whether you realize it or not. This is coming off as Emperor energy. Someone is getting motivated to approach you, and maybe they want to reconcile. There could have been a tower moment. There could have been a tower moment, you know, when something ended, and now there's an opportunity to rebuild, to make something stronger. You guys are probably having to start from scratch. In a different situation, I see someone maybe being guided towards a coworker. Like there's a relationship that starts off as either a client and, you know, someone, it could be your client or you were someone's client, or it's a coworker falling in love at the workplace, or falling in love with someone who is supposed to be like a business transaction. It was supposed to be like something in regards to business, but you ended up falling in love with a business partner. Even like a healthcare provider, like you're in love with your doctor, or, you know, but that's the same thing, like a client. You go to the doctor for help or assistance, or, you know, for prescription, and there's that attraction there, something that is aligning you together. I also see that when the planets are aligned in the sky, that is going to bring about some sort of positive change between you and your situation, especially if you've been going through a hard time. There's going to be a shift or a change. I see these changes taking place either at the beginning of your cycle, the end of your cycle, the end of the month. So moving into, well, that would actually be pretty soon, because July 1st is tomorrow. And also, if it doesn't happen within the next 2 weeks, then within the next 28 days, or when the sun moves into Leo. I feel like for things to solidify, for things to manifest, it needs to be aligned in the sky first. It's like if things aren't stable in the sky, like we are being projections of the planets. So if the planets are fighting, then we are fighting. That energy is manifesting through us. The planets, whatever energies, if the planets are in love, if the planets are flowing between one another beautifully, then we will be a projection of that, especially depending on our birth charts and how we're being affected by these transits. But I feel like maybe here something had to end, but there's going to be a rebuilding. Something's going to be restructured here. Yeah, so someone is getting ready to approach you, especially too if you feel like you're single. Someone's coming towards you. They will. This person likes to be in control, though. Yeah, see, we go from having a disconnect to a reconnect. Yeah. So here you might be grieving over the loss of someone. So either this person is coming back stronger or differently, or you're going to connect with someone new. I'm getting strong soulmate energy that you're going to have a spiritual connection with. You might be connecting with a soulmate that you have chemistry with. You guys are going to be discussing your future together. You guys are going to be optimistic, motivated. You guys are going to have a lot of things in common. You guys are going to have a mutual or shared interest. If this is about someone that you were already dealing with, because a lot of times this is the return of the past. So let's say, for instance, you already knew this person, you and your partner or your love interest, you guys fell out, you haven't been speaking. I feel like after the initial loss and the initial grief, this person is returning and there's going to be an apology. But I feel like the apology is on both ends. Like you guys are approaching this like, I was wrong for doing this and that. And the other person's like, and I guess I could have handled this differently, or maybe I shouldn't have said that. So you guys are balancing out each other's emotional needs here. And I love having both of these out in the same reading, because both of these cards I have seen to represent getting what you deserve, having your needs taken care of. So sometimes, you know how the Five of Pentacles, someone is suffering in silence. It's like you need something, but you don't want to say. This is help or being rescued by a person, by the universe. Someone steps in and offers some sort of assistance, offers some sort of advice, offers some sort of healing or cure so that things can be restored, so that things can be balanced out. And that's what I see happening. So things will return back to normal if things have been out of balance, if things have been unstable. And I feel that the both of you are putting in the work. Both of you feel like contributing to making something better. You know, she was drowning at first, and now she's like, okay, I do miss you, or I do love you, or whatever. Now they see each other and they are moving towards a direction where they can trust one another. Someone is also listening to their intuition. Maybe they had not been listening to their intuition. And I'm looking at this bridge and something looks like water under the bridge. So there's forgiveness. So within these next couple of weeks, there will be forgiveness between you and a loved one, or you and your past. Maybe someone hurt you in the past, an ex. Maybe it's not even about getting in a relationship, but it's just about forgiving your ex. Like you guys are going to have closure. If you felt like there were any loose ends or something ended abruptly, or you know, you were left hanging, there's going to be closure. There's going to be forgiveness. Yeah, I just feel like you guys are now on the same page and you guys are both making plans for the future. You guys are being very vocal in the direction that you want the relationship to go in. Maybe at first it wasn't, you guys weren't on the same page, but now you guys are on the same page. Yeah. There's definitely love and forgiveness here. Love and happiness. It's making me think of Al Green's song, Love and Happiness. Because you guys are mature enough to express how you feel is what's saving you. I feel that your love is going to be growing closer to another person. And there's actually something that guides you, like there's an unseen force that is helping you connect with a soulmate, or helping you repair damages with your love interests. If this is very new, I feel like someone is coming towards you to ask you out on a date, where at first you couldn't read this person and you didn't even think this person liked you or cared about you, but no. there is an unseen force that is bringing you guys together. You guys were misinterpreting or misreading one another, but that's not the case. And I see this caduceus looks like healing, like the doctor's symbol for healing. Maybe somebody is a doctor and a nurse. I see some sort of conversation taking place at night or until the sun rises. Like I'm seeing like this conversation. It's like, oh my God, we've been on the phone all night. Like I didn't even realize it. The sun is rising. I gotta go. But you guys were connecting so much. Yeah. So basically, I mean, you guys, I just feel like things are changing for the better if you've been going through some sort of a rough patch. And like I said, I just feel like overall your spirit guides may have had to intervene to bring two people together, to bring the two right energies together. So there's healing taking place in your love life. Someone from your past will be returning. It doesn't have to be an ex. If you want it to be an ex, okay. Whoever this is, you guys are coming together on mutual terms. All of these cards are about mutual agreements. So it's not, before you say, I hate my ex or I don't want to deal with an ex, this must not be that ex, because this is somebody that you want to be with. Maybe you were denying that you wanted to be with this person at first, but you knew deep down inside that you really wanted to be with this person. You're going to hear from them. You know, so Six of Cups is about learning to trust one another, someone from the past coming back. And for me, definitely soulmate energies coming out. Now, also could be a situation where you're trying to decide between a soulmate and a kindred spirit, or a soulmate and another type of connection. Maybe like even like a twin flame. Like, do I go forward with my twin flame or a soulmate? I feel like it's going to be made clear to you who the choice is that you need to be with. I see like a life force. Someone is your life force. Someone is activating your solar plexus. You might even have some sort of sun connections in synastry. So like your sun conjunct, trine, or opposite someone's personal planet, or even like their vertex, because something is going to seem destined or fated. Or like the north or the south node. I feel like there's a strong connection between the sun and someone else's planets that makes them naturally drawn towards one another like magnets here. And it's just natural. It doesn't seem forced. What's forced is the two of you trying not to communicate with each other. That's forced. But by nature here with the wheel, this is the law of nature, the law of fate, the law of karma. You guys will be aligned back together, back to nature, back to the person that you belong to. It's like you guys belong together. So don't fight it if you can help it. Be mature. Learn from your mistakes. All right, so I hope this resonated. I hope it helps. Please feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.